puzzle or one of those 1,000-piece Big Ben puzzles, it's interesting how much satisfaction completing a puzzle really brings. You have the full image right in front of you on the cover of the box, and it doesn't take much physical nor intellectual effort to do the task of putting the pieces together. Despite the sheer simplicity of the concept, once that last puzzle piece is placed to complete that picture, for some reason it brings such a large amount of pride and success to the achiever. Each and every painstaking minute taking to identify and match the smallest little detail on the piece to the whole image makes the tiniest details seem incredibly significant in scale, as each minute component in both the piece's design and shape helps it distinguish itself from the others, and allows it to rest in its proper place in the illustration. These type of puzzling discoveries then continue through high school. Over the years, I've learned that Mr. Pinkerton does not like ground squirrels. In-class Jeopardy games will always be taken way too seriously. Don't forget the Mexican spices, because without them you won't get the flavor of sunshine. And finally, but most importantly, Mrs. McGrath did not kill her cat. But in all seriousness, besides everything in the academic curricula, these are the types of things that we have learned and retained in these past 4 years. They're the fun little details that make high school a bit more amusing and tolerable amidst the inevitable stress and drama. It's these kinds of little pieces of life that make the high school experience our own high school experience, because let's face it, what are the odds that you would find another Spanish teacher who may or may not have cooked her own cat? But it's because of the simplistic nature of these shared moments that makes them so much more memorable and significant with the happiness that they bring us. And yet, despite the overwhelming importance of these tiny moments, we live in a society that practically lives and breathes on focusing and overemphasizing the big and the mighty things of the world, sometimes unnecessarily. As we continue our lives from here on out, let us never underestimate the value of the simple accomplishments and the little things, because they truly are so much greater than they may seem. Each of us are an important piece of a greater puzzle, no matter how insignificant we may see ourselves in the grand scheme of things. Just like those simple little details and moments of life, each of us has value that separates us from others and can't simply be described using mere words. I sincerely hope that we may never forget this as we go out into the world. Over the past 4 years, we have custom made our puzzle pieces and created our puzzles, and now we sit here today placing the last piece of our high school puzzle in place. However, let us not view this as the end, but instead as the start of a new puzzle for the rest of our lives. Thank you.